Here's a really practical way of achieving most things that you actually want to achieve, your goals, should we say. I've worked through loads and loads of systems in my time. I'm always trying to better myself and find shortcuts and ways of achieving what I want to achieve. And the best way that I've seen to do it, which is a very simple, very obvious way, but I think it gets missed quite a lot, is breaking your systems into chunks. Now, the way I do this is I always have a thing that I want to achieve in the year. So then what I'll do is I'll reverse engineer that thing that I want to do into smaller chunks over the months of the year, and then over the days, and then over the hours, so that I know I'm slowly working towards this bigger goal. Now what I do is I keep this goal in mind, but I'm not really focusing on that. Because I've done the work previously in chopping the goals down, I can then focus on what is the goal for that day, what is the goal for that week, so that I know that if I get that done and I work on that and I move through progressively, then I know by the end of the year I will have reached that goal. So whether that's a financial goal or whether that's something personal or something in your work environment, just by breaking it down, chunking it down, it really works. Just every day focusing on the thing you've got to get done. Make sure you get it done. Don't stop until you've got it done. And then you know you can move on to the next one the next day and the next one the next day. The reason I got this tip was from a film called Touching the Void. And what that is a guy, he basically falls off a mountain, breaks his arm or something, and he's in the middle of nowhere. And I think he breaks his leg actually, and he has to watch the film. I think it's about 2003. He breaks his leg, has to crawl back to base camp. Everyone thinks he's died because obviously he fell down a massive cliff. But he had to, in his mind, work out, okay, I've got to get to that next point in 20 minutes. And that was all he focused on, was crawling to that next point in 20 minutes. And when he got to that point, crawling to the next point in 20 minutes, because he knew that if he thought any of a longer thing, he would just be put off and he just wouldn't be able to reach it. So when you think of this big goal, you're more likely to be put off by the fact that it is a big goal, because you think, oh, it's too big, I can't achieve that, it's too big for my brain, I'm never going to get there. And that's the whole point of why it's a goal, and that's the whole point of why it's unreachable. But because it's broken down into these chunks and you've just followed these chunks as you go, you get there without even noticing. So that's going back to this film, that's what he does. He just breaks it down and breaks it down, and to spoil the end, but it's not really, because you know at the start, because he's narrating it, that he did make it. But he does get there, and it is just bit by bit by bit, and he can't think. If he thought any more, it'd be done. So I think you're getting the point. And that's what I do with everything that I'm trying to achieve. So I hope that helps you look at goals. So try and get the biggest goal you possibly can, and then work out realistically, reverse engineer, look at other people, what they've done, how have they got to this place, how could you use what they're doing, how can you look at other industries and how they're doing things to then make sure that your thing is sort of relevant to what they're doing, so that you can do it if it's something that's new or something that's, you know, not necessarily done in your industry. It might be done somewhere else. Do it in yours, reverse engineer it, see how it works, and then slowly, piece by piece, add them all up, and then you'll get the goal. So I hope that's helped you. I hope you achieve everything you want to achieve. It helps me, in my experience, do what I want to do and get where I want to go. So I hope it helps you too. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.